Bonjour. Discover the 4 ways to pronounce the letters EM in French, like a native, even though you're not one. Explore some practice of these sounds with explanations of how to say them. And there's even a mini challenge text for you to listen and work out which sound you're hearing, and a little quiz for you in that, which will help you do some listening work. It can also be used for dictation too, so it's a proper little mini lesson today. So there are 4 EMs here in the French, 4 of them. 4 different ways of saying them. Can you spot them? Just give you a chance to have a look. And this is the list, which is my lineup today, to show you the 4 different ways of saying them. So you've probably seen a few. Let's get started. Système, the E grave accent there, is the first one I've chosen. So système. So the EM becomes M. It's with that accent going down, E grave, or the grave accent, and you lift your elbow up because you need air in there. You need air. So you say système. Système. There you go. The next one is EM with nothing on it, no accents. In the alphabet, the E is E, A, B, C, D, E, and that's what you will say. Demain, demain. It's almost split, demain. Now it's followed by a vowel, which is why it's pronounced that way there. Demain. This time the accent is acute, E aigu, so it's E. Démarrer, for example. Démarrer. So far you have système, demain, démarrer. And finally, did you spot it? The EM followed by a consonant, not like demain as a vowel. It's emploi. How do you say that? Emploi. It's more nasal. It's the one that causes the most problems. Lower the tip of your tongue down. Make an O, and say om. Close your mouth, om. It will automatically be more nasal. Emploi. That's because there's a consonant coming, not a vowel. So we're going to do some practice because I divided them up into the 4 groups with some practice. So just say them with me, get some practice. Système, thème, système, problème, même. And this one's slightly different. It's still got an accent on, but it sounds the same. So it's fallen into the same category. Demain, chemin, semaine, and demain, of course, is on the list. Now with the E accent, E acute. Et, démarrer, systémique, élément, démarrer. It's almost split. Systémique, élément, démarrer. So it's not like the which is coming up now. This one is together before you move on to the next part of the word. Emploi, empreinte, remplir, emballage, sembler. And there you have them. Now, how do you learn these? Well, if you flick through these, all you need to do is make your own sentences, play with them, make them adapted to your life. If you wanted to say the word job, make a sentence with it, but then read it out loud. It's the reading out loud that helps you understand what you're hearing and make sense of the French that you hear. Believe it or not, speaking out loud makes a massive difference, and it also stops you speaking with that inner English voice. So, how can you benefit from the next part? Well, first of all, don't look. Okay, just listen. Or maybe you want to identify the 4 EM sounds. Just nod your head when you hear it. That's the simplest way. To stop you translating, whether you understand or not, just physically nod. I heard one. That's all you need to do. Or maybe you want to listen up and work out which ones you're hearing. Write down the words that you hear. You can pause it as I'm doing this, but 2 are missing, 2 from the list. Which ones are they? There's a little test for you. If you like dictations, try to write down the paragraph and check afterwards if you're right. I'm going to read it at reasonably normal speed. You might need to slow it down. You might need the pause button. You might want to speed it up. Check the English after to see what you've also understood. So after everything, you've also got the English translation for you. So there's plenty for you to do here. It's not just a lesson on So, look away now if you don't want to see the written version. Okay, here we go. I can't say I'm not nervous. I don't know why. Here we go. La première partie. Demain, je vais démarrer un nouveau thème de travail dans le système éducatif. Nous allons examiner les problèmes actuels et envisager des solutions systématiques pour les résoudre. Chaque élément de notre programme doit être rempli avec soin en prenant en compte l'empreinte écologique. Nous devons repenser notre approche de l'emploi du temps en intégrant des moments de réflexion et de détente. Cette semaine, nous allons explorer de nouveaux chemins pour améliorer notre efficacité. L'emballage de nos idées doit être clair et convaincant pour susciter l'intérêt. Malgré les défis, nous restons déterminés à créer un système éducatif qui offre les meilleures opportunités à tous. I challenge you to read that out loud yourself as well. It's really good to practice the liaisons and the reading out loud. Never mind the EM sounds. Here you go, you can look. This is it with the words highlighted that have the EM in them. You can pause now and have a good look, check what you've been doing. What was missing from the list? Did you get them? Here you go. Sembler and même. And the English? Coming right up. Did you get the English right? Here it is. Remember, just pause if you want to check it. And here's the second part. Again, just check it. It's all yours. Now, how does this make any sense? Well, learn the sounds by practicing the sounds. Speak them, make them come out of your mouth as best you can rather than say them internally. Practice reading along, try and read it at speed, or just practice saying the words with the different... if I just go back, I'll show you what I mean. Go back, for example, there we go, to the ones highlighted and just perhaps read démarrer, thème, or groups of words. It's up to you. Keep practicing. Or put those words into ChatGPT. Tell them to make up a new paragraph just for you on a theme that you like and then practice it in a new situation. That will push you even more. You have to live it. You have to make it part of your life and not some theoretical memory test. That's pointless, boring, and it's going to trip you up in spontaneous conversations. That's where it all goes wrong. And speaking of spontaneous conversations, if you are struggling to speak French spontaneously, enjoy my free masterclass. It can help you work out just what's holding you back and help you bust through to enjoying your French speaking all the time. So many people say, I'm so glad I got through that and went right through the end and worked out what it was that was holding me back. And then off they go, enjoying their French. Go onto my website, go here to the free masterclass, and some of you have been going on to the learn and seeing what I offer as well. But basically, learn it, speak it, live it. Hop over to simplyfrenchonline.com/masterclass. Je vous remercie. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed learning how to pronounce the EM and enjoy the next video as soon as it pops up. Merci tout le monde. Au revoir. À la prochaine.